Hi everyone, Ashley Spires here again, and I'm so excited because today we are gonna draw. Very specifically, we are gonna draw Burt the Beetle, this guy right here. So all you need is a piece of paper and something to draw with. I'm gonna use a pen, which means I'm probably gonna make mistakes that I can't erase. If you think you might make mistakes, and there's no shame in that, please grab an eraser too, and let's get drawing. Okay, now you've got your paper, you've got your pen, time to draw Burt. And he's easy peasy to draw. You start with a sort of pointier shaped marshmallow. Maybe you could even think about him as a petal of a flower. So that's how we start with Burt. Now this part up here is going to be his head. So we're going to draw, oops, there we go. The line there that shows that's where his head is and that's where his body is. The other way to show where his body is because he's a bug, he has those awesome exoskeleton. And we're gonna draw the lines that show where his tummy is. Now, Burt also has some wings that are always kind of folded in behind him. So I'm gonna put just the tiniest little half circles. You can only see a little bit of his wings when he's standing facing us like this. So we're just gonna have those sticking on either side. Now we are going to give him his awesome feathery antenna, right? And if you read the book, you'll know it's a style choice. So I just have a couple little lines sticking out from the top of his head. And then in order to make that sort of fluffy and feathery, I'm gonna add a bunch of little lines just underneath. It kind of shows that he's got kind of a fluffy do. And he also has a couple of little fuzzy bits that stick out the top of his head. Now, Burt has a very, very sweet face, and most of his face happens in his giant eyeballs. So that's right, I'm gonna ask you to draw huge circles right in the middle of his head. And then inside that, of course, we can draw his pupils, which shows where he's looking. I'm gonna color mine in with my pen so you guys can see it. And if you guys wanna wait and color that in later, maybe you're gonna add color to him, please do. Or if you'd like to shade it in right now with me, please do that as well. So he also, of course, has a very happy mouth. And so we're gonna start with a little smile there just below his two eyes. And we're also going to open his mouth because Burt is rarely not talking. He has a lot to say. So I'm gonna add a little bigger circle or half circle underneath it. And then there's his tongue just to show that his mouth is open. So much of Burt's expression happens in his eyebrows. So we are going to draw some eyebrows above his eyes. But those little lines, that's not enough for Burt eyebrows. Burt's got some big, awesome, expressive eyebrows. So we are going to add those in. And again, I'm going to shade it in so you guys can see it. And also it's up to you if you would like to join me in the shading. Now he's standing, and the great thing about bugs is that we don't have to draw hands because the hands are the hardest. All we have to do is draw these lovely stick legs. So I am going to have legs coming down at the bottom. As we all know, insects have 6 legs, right? So what I do is I have decided that Burt is always standing on his bottom 2 legs. So he's kind of standing the way a human might. But he's also got 4 legs up here that we have to account for. So we are going to have his middle set of legs on his hips. So almost like he's standing with his hands on his hips. Again, I'm darkening it a little bit so you guys can see it better. But all you have to do is draw a triangle. And then at the bottom of the triangle, just a little smile shape that indicates where his sort of hand is at the end of his leg. And then Burt is generally excited about all things, all the time. So we are going to have his top arms sticking straight up because he's saying, yay! And so I'm gonna have it on both sides. We're gonna add in his legs and his little hands at the top. And there is Burt the Beetle, and he's saying, yay! Because he's so excited that you guys came and joined us for this drawing today. So please keep drawing, keep reading for the MS Readathon, and I hope you guys had fun.